Hi everyone, good morning. Katy Hornaday, CEO of ad agency BarkleyOKRP, reporting to you live from Cannes. So last year, I forced everyone into an 8 a.m. podcast every morning of Cannes, and we're back and we're doing it again. So we are super pumped to be back at the Villa, and we're gonna start where we always start in Camp Cannes, which is with roll call. Chris Cardetti is here with us, Chief Strategy Officer from BarkleyOKRP.
Hey, Katy.
Say hi to the people, Chris.
Yeah, hey, everybody. Long-time listener, first time on your show. Really happy. I've listened to you for many years, but it's first time on your show. Thank
Whether you like it or not. Brad Jones, Chief Creative Officer.
Hey guys, what's up? Happy to be back in Cannes. Monday morning's always a funny one because going down to get your badge, but you're also like very antsy waiting for the shortlist to come out. So kind of like a little bit anxious, but we'll see how we go.
And longtime guest, Sean Corcoran.
I'm like the Andy Richter of this show.
He's back and he's ready to party.
I'm here.
And look, if you are watching from a video, you can see that Sean is modeling our new Camp Cannes Counselor t-shirts.
It was a directive from the CEO. Put this on.
It's a good look.
It's a good
I like it. It was a
right?
nice shirt.
His
yeah.
shorts got shorter this year, I think.
That's what I needed to do. Just keep up with the trends.
Which is what Sean Corcoran
That's
always does.
what I do.
All right, well, it is our first morning, as we said. We all got in yesterday. We're picking up our badges this morning. And last night, we had an awesome way to start. We started with everybody at one dinner that's here with us from BarkleyOKRP, which was fantastic. It was actually the only night this week where we could all be in one space. And it's everyone from us, plus we have a host of other folks here, our head of production, Melanie Esfeld, who will join us later this week. Two of our people who are here for Can, the Can Diversity Collective, Cass Taylor and Laval Chichester, so, and two of our ECVs who are also gonna join us later, who are here because we have awesome work. So how's everybody feeling overall? First impressions?
I'm feeling good. I was trying to like contextualize what yesterday was, and I kind of chalk it up to a similar situation between Christmas and New Year. You don't really know what's going on.
Yes.
You're kind of there and you're alive, but everything's just very blurry. You're kind of just moving through the day,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Many times, what day is it? It's Sunday. What day is it? It's Sunday.
Yeah,
None of us.
what time is it? What am I meant to be doing? Who am I?
Yeah. All very confusing.
It's kind of zombie mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all the tech platforms are setting up their things along the beach, and did have a good dinner and a good sleep. So,
Oh man, that was
Alrighty.
great.
Lucky
We
you
jumped
guys.
right into it, though, because we met with Brian Weiser and
Yes.
the Madison Wall guys and had a 2-hour chat about the industry. So we just dove right in.
Which was
So,
amazing.
It was great.
It was amazing. We had this awesome conversation just about, like, as will happen many times this week, like how much the industry is changing, how some areas of the industry have kept up and how others really like have a lot of work to do to just sort of stay on par with the way that consumers experience media and the way that frankly clients buy media or buy ideas anymore. And so it was awesome.
Yeah,
I
sure.
loved that start.
Wine out of a bowl.
And wine out of a bowl.
I'd never done before.
bowl or bowl?
Bowl.
bowl.
Lambrusco. Apparently you drink it from a bowl.
It was like
Always a good way to kick
like
off your
drinking
I
your
never
event.
said out of a
It's like
bowl. I'm
drinking
like,
your
well,
milk
that's
from
interesting.
cereal milk. It was like
Yeah.
that. Except it was wine.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very
But
French.
no, that was good. It was a great conversation.
It was awesome.
It's always fun to do that.
I loved that. Yeah, great point. Okay, so really the whole reason that we're here is for a lot of, actually a lot of different reasons. You got media vendors that we're gonna meet with and partners we're gonna meet with, but a giant piece of it at the center of it all is the work. And so I thought, let's just start this week before anything's really gotten rolling and talk about what work are you guys excited to see maybe do well in the show? Yeah, how are you feeling? You wanna start, Chris?
Sure. I was going back through some of the work from this year, and I had sent this note out. It was around like December or January to our team on the strategy team. It was the Marty Supreme whole marketing campaign from A24 on how they launched that movie, and I felt like it was pure marketing. It was fun. It was satirical, but in some places it was endearing. They launched a jacket and that crazy Zoom call they had. It was a spoof, and I just felt like it was done so well to tee up the movie. So that one I saw was nice, and a few others. But Brad,
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of really good work. I think the thing that I saw in, I think it was Ad Age the other day, that probably everybody saw, that entries are down 25%, which I think is actually a really good thing, because that means that good, honest work will be the work that gets championed and celebrated, which is a great thing for all of us, like really putting in real work. But yeah, there's three that I really have my eyes on this week. The first one is one that I submitted to Ad Age, and that was the Kit Kat heist.
Yes.
So after, you know, I think it was like tons of their chocolate got stolen, probably just down the road here in Italy. Kit Kat in Toronto, they set up like a security detail around their truck, and it was like a really simple, like real-time response idea. I just checked, they have like 2 shortlists already, so awesome to see that. And then the Claude spots from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, imagining a very near future where AI is like listening to everything that we're saying and interjecting ads, I think is just brilliant. They've already racked up 11 shortlists, so
Oh my gosh.
I think they're going to really have a big win this year. But yeah, there's lots of really good work. So
I think the Claude and then some of the Apple work, even like this one I looked at like IKEA where they did product reviews from people sleeping.
Oh,
they were
yeah.
sleep talkers.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to think about what's the commonality there. I love like all of them are just product demos.
yeah.
Even the Claude like stuff
Yes.
was a product demo in response to the ChatGPT product demo stuff, and I'm like, that's kind of refreshing that you can just take the experience of the product,
Yep.
dramatize it, magnify it,
I love
make
that.
it entertaining, and it could be something really good and really impactful for your brand.
Yeah, there's another one back, another one for Vaseline. Do you
Oh,
guys
yes.
remember Verified from last year?
Yes, yeah.
So they're back with another really big idea that was building on that. And what was so awesome about that was just turning, you know, all of these hacks out on TikTok and Instagram and kind of verifying them and saying, this is a real thing, you
Yeah.
can use this for this. And they're back this year, and they're taking it a step further. They're taking it from just hacks to product creation, right? So now they are partnering with the originators of those hacks
Oh, that's
to
cool.
create their own products,
Yeah.
right? And they are becoming co-creators with the brand, where they will become a beneficiary of the sales. So there's a real
Love that.
commercial system being built around it, which I thought was super rad.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that work is incredible. Sean?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, the Media Lions, I kind of dug through that because there's like 37 subcategories of every kind of media you can do. But I think to what you guys are talking about in terms of like, there's a lot of AI data-driven stuff, which is, you know, fun, whatever, it's what you're expected. But I think the trend you're seeing in addition is like this kind of, when you talk about verification, like there's a lot of like people bringing like, Dove brought like their real beauty through, they did a big Reddit campaign, bringing
Yeah.
people's like comments out. KFC in Spain, I was saying to Chris earlier, like Europe just has, and the rest of the world just has so much fun, especially
Yeah.
like media. They just have fun. They're like having fun. It's like KFC did a thing where they've realized that their fries, you know, are actually like not very popular. So if like they were like dug into that and like, wow, they're getting real like shit on hard.
You can say shit on this
I know, I
podcast.
forgot. I had to think about it for
It's
a second.
allowed.
I'm tired. I'm like, oh yeah, I can say shit. Shit. Anyway, so they got shit on, and they emailed all the people that use their app and said, this is how many fries you've ordered, and we're going to give out like free fries. And then they used all the worst kind of like conversation about it and put that out into out of home and stuff like. So it's
I
just,
love that.
So while there is this kind of like, yeah, there's the creator stuff, there's the AI stuff, and people are using that in fun ways. There is some kind of idea of verification, authenticity that people are bringing out and saying like, here, real human conversation. It's not slop. It's not all that stuff. Let's bring it out to the world in kind of a fun
I'm just
way.
listening to your consumer. You know, all you need to know, it's in your feed and in your like comment section,
Yeah.
and asking your consumers like, what are you good at, what are you bad at, and what you can improve
But
is
it's
like
just not
seems like pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But it's not even a
pretty
new trend. What's funny is like that people are doing it again. Like I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
15 years ago you were seeing a ton of this.
We talk a lot about the suspicion economy
Yeah.
and like trust eroding in society, and I think that's why we're seeing like truth coming up in so much work. People just are craving truth. Tell me what's real, tell me what's not. Let's celebrate the stuff that is real and honest, you know?
Totally. Well, and like, I mean, even talking about that example is very reminiscent of the BK work that
Yes.
you've been doing and is doing quite well.
Yeah, I think
Mr.
we're, as of right before we did this podcast, I think it was like 9:30. Actually, no, 7:30. We were at 9 shortlists for
So far.
BK.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great to see that getting recognition for the first time. We haven't put that into any award shows yet, so
Yeah.
really great to see that. And then we also have a couple of other shortlists for our work with Frontier and United Way with Unfinished Legacies. So
Yeah.
really proud to see that work start getting recognition.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, like talking about AI and talking about like truth. The Unfinished Legacies work is all around fentanyl, and that used AI. And then you've got the BK work that's very like sort of, there's no AI involved in it whatsoever. It's very like human based. I think that's what we're sort of starting to see with the industry. I imagine even looking at the talks for this week, we'll hear a lot more about sort of some of the settling of the AI human conversation, where it's helpful, where it's valuable, and then also where it's like just maybe not necessary.
Yeah.
You know, we sort of maybe went through our infant years on the AI topic for the last 2 or so. And
Feels like we're coming out the back of it. I looked at the full schedule and there wasn't too many just on AI, and I was like,
yeah.
we can breathe now.
It's
We're on
much
the
more
other
like
side.
much more like applied AI
Yes.
or AI
Well-
with like really specific purpose, as opposed to, I think for like several years here, it was a lot of just like, it sort of was couched differently, but it was essentially just fear of AI.
Yeah.
Fear of what this is going to do and fear of how much everybody needed to get on board. And now I think you see at least the best agencies and the best players getting on board in the right ways. And so you're sort of starting to see more conversations around like how to really use it.
I don't even think like here at Cannes, there's like, you've got this beach full of like tech platforms in the Palais, which is like this palace to creativity. And it for years it's like there are two sides, but now you're kind of seeing like the best stuff is happening in the middle.
Totally.
Physically and literally, where you use both to come up with new and novel things. So.
Yeah, and on the completely flip side of all of that, I'm most excited today to go to Manifestival for Pinterest. They always do amazing experiences
It's
here.
amazing, yeah.
And their latest campaign, it's like the
Oh,
best
yeah.
reason to go
good.
online is to get offline. Like they just have such a unique space right now that I'm so excited to see what they're doing here. So
Yeah, their activations are always really cool down there. Like you can get a tattoo. Have you got any tattoos, Katy?
I have no tattoos.
You could get
I'm
one
not
today.
getting one
You can
today.
get one. A Pinterest tattoo.
A Pinterest
You could.
tattoo. I think you can get anything tattooed, but we
Yeah.
will report back. It'll be incredible.
We could be back with another tattoo tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I think kind of what we're talking about is there's a lot of predictability sometimes to this week in Cannes. Even if the players change, the ideas change, there's some things that you can always count on. And so we actually thought as we report back each day, we were going to create a bingo card. And we're going to play a little game of like, you know, what do we believe is coming in the week? And when it does in fact happen, we're going to check it off. So this is our Camp Cannes bingo card. And the first item on the Camp Cannes bingo card, and I'm not going to lie, when it came through, I was like, someone please explain, was unshittification. And so I'm going to ask Mr. Cardetti, please explain what the hell unshittification is.
Well, I got it confused with inshittification, with this other theory. But we learned last night, it's really just like the backlash against AI slop. So without going too deep into a definition, I think it's the craving and desire to not feel, or to feel something actually, instead of to not feel something that's
Yeah.
made and just generated. And AI gives us so much abundance. It can give you so many things, but I think this unshittification is just the taking away of some of that and pointing to kind of what is still true and making that by humans. So I think that's the backlash.
So want that little star to come through and be like, the more you know.
my read on it is like it's an unslopification.
Yeah.
Totally. But
Let's-
that just didn't
let's-
sound as good.
Let's go
Yeah.
back a little bit. Yeah, unshittification sounds better.
Has a better ring to it.
D-slop.
So we've got other
Yeah.
things on here like zero media budget. There's going to be a lot of like, you know, ideas that are great ideas, but they're better because it had zero media budget.
Bad idea.
I'm definitely responsible for some of those that have won here in the past.
Tote bags being acquired, a nap in progress, getting lost in the Palais. The Palais is huge, especially in the basement. It becomes like this like maze of ideas, and all of the boards are up if you haven't been there. And so you're sort of like, you could turn from one Oreo board into an IKEA board, and you're not sure where you came from or how to get back there. So it's definitely possible. A beach takeover, someone hyping up billions of impressions. Billions of impressions.
For a local activation, nonetheless.
Yeah, with zero media spend.
Yes, zero media spend.
Unshittified.
Croissant crumbs, you know, dusting your lapel, and a celebrity sighting, which I think that
Bingo.
Sean already checked off. No, you don't get bingo for one space. That's not how bingo works.
You just get the
What?
Or the
Bingo.
Who did you see on your plane ride
I
over
saw
here?
Flavor Flav, friend of the
Yes.
agency, not yet friend of the show. Hopefully he'll get on here soon.
Where is he
Goals.
He sat in the back of the plane, which was pretty funny.
What a guy. That's
Pushed his
amazing.
own luggage,
Oh my gosh.
covered in Nick's gear, so I was like, forget that. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, I feel like the whole world's covered in Nick's
But
gear
a
right
good
now.
Red Lobster, former Red Lobster
Yeah.
spokesperson. And so yeah, fun to see Flavor Flav. Felt like I was 14 or 13 or whatever, and ready to.
Ready to get an
I
autograph?
was like looking for Chuck D. Like, where's he at?
Oh my gosh. Well, the week is off to
We've covered a couple.
We've covered them, and we'll come
All
back
right.
to more. We'll like check them off, and we'll see when we can get bingo.
What happens when we get bingo, Katie?
Everybody gets a free Camp Can counselor T-shirt.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's gonna be an awesome week. All right, well, that's episode 1 of Camp Can. Monday, here we come. We will see you tomorrow.